Hi there, everyone. John Greenlee here at the Mortgage Center, here in my kids' room where I've been working here for the last couple of weeks. You can see their stuffed animals behind me up on climbing the wall, basically. Hope everyone's doing okay and is healthy and safe. We've been getting a lot of questions about mortgage deferrals, and there's been a lot of kind of wait and see and waiting on lenders to get back to us with some of these answers. Some have been quicker, some have been a little bit slower. But these are general answers to some questions that we've been getting in terms of mortgage deferrals and a couple other things here at the end. So the first one is, does everyone qualify for a mortgage deferral? Good question. The simple answer is no, not everybody will qualify. You do have to call your lender and ask. However, to help lenders, you should only be calling if you are within 7 to 10 days of your next payment and you're going to miss it because you're laid off or not able to make it because of reduced hours, something like that. That's when you should be calling 7 to 10 days in advance. To help lenders with the phone volume, because they have been really busy with these phone calls. And the reason not everyone qualifies is simple. Some lenders have very strict rules around the mortgage deferral program. If you're still working, they're kind of expecting you that you're going to make your payments. And you should. And we'll talk about that a little bit further on as we go. Will deferring a mortgage payment negatively impact my credit score or ability to renew my mortgage? Kind of a two-part question. It should not negatively impact your credit score. Make sure you get your deferral in writing from your lender, some sort of documentation on that saying that you did defer your payment, that it's not a missed payment. That way, if some mistake is made, because, let's face it, humans make mistakes, and somebody forgets to tick the box and says, hey, Bob hasn't made his payment. Now it shows up on his credit score. Then you've got the documentation to say, well, that shouldn't have happened. In terms of renewing, we haven't had any indication that it's going to affect any renewals. However, I would maybe suggest, like if you've got a renewal coming up in May, June, July, August, or within that 6-month window that lenders are allowing, you may want to think about that. If you can make those payments, you maybe should, just in case, because they haven't really given any guidance on that. The next question that we've got is, will I have to pay interest during my deferral time? Yes, you will. So interest will still accumulate. It's still a loan. It'll just get put on the end, essentially. It's the easiest way to describe it. Eventually, at one point, you will have to pay it, and interest will accumulate on those missed payments. It's just the nature of the beast. There's no way around it, unfortunately. Each lender is handling this differently, but the basic analogy of it, or the layman's term way of saying it is, you've got that payment. Essentially, if you've got 25 years left to pay your mortgage, and you defer for 6 months, well, it's just amortized over 25 years and 6 months. On that note, you can avoid deferral in some cases by talking to your lender about how you can reduce your payment without deferring. So maybe you can go from bi-weekly to monthly. You can also look at extending your amortization. Some lenders are extending amortization so that it'll lower your payment. Then that way, if you can still make the payment, you're not deferring. And even though you're extending your amortization, that does increase interest. You can always speed it up later. The next question that we've got here is, can I defer mortgage payments on my investment rental property? Simple answer, yes. Again, it goes back to that first question. Does everyone qualify for mortgage deferral? Not everybody's going to qualify for this. So if you have an investment property, you need to talk to your lender. You need to call them, ask them how that's going to work. I do know that lenders are deferring payments on investment and rental properties for those that need it, but they're going to ask questions. So you need to be prepared for that, and be prepared for the fact that not everybody qualifies for mortgage deferral. The next question that we've got here, and we've only got 2 more, is, if I've bought a house and have been laid off or lost my job, am I still able to close on the property? So If you bought a house and got it approved before March 25th of 2020, lenders have been working with the insurer and these clients to help close these files. So far, those have been okay. If you bought a house today and you get laid off tomorrow, uh, you're going to be under regular scrutiny by the lenders, where it's kind of, buyer beware in this marketplace. If you buy today and you get laid off tomorrow, you're not going to qualify for that mortgage. So it's definitely imperative that if you're looking to buy right now, financing condition for sure. Try to find out if there is a layoff coming. A lot of people are essential services, and that won't affect things, but you want to uh, check with your employer to make sure that they don't have plans for something coming down the line that catches you off guard. So that kind of answers the next question. I did have another question here. Can buyers still be approved and buy right now? They definitely can. Like, people are still working. There are essential services. You can definitely get approved and buy right now, and just be sure that there isn't a layoff coming, because there's still houses for sale. There's definitely always going to be houses for sale. There's going to be people that need to buy homes. It's just the way the economy works. So that's the simple answer to that. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions or concerns, I am working from home, so you can always contact me on my website at www.jgmortgage.ca 24 hours a day. There's a button there that you can contact me. It sends it straight to my email, or I can be reached on my cell phone at 905-999-4787. Hope everybody stays happy and healthy, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.